Welcome to a DropTent media production.
Geoff in the mirror on some non-stop chop. Some gon' leave it in the beaver upon the floor. Drop bars on the stop around Mars. Cause the damn dark gunshot will beat folk from until the cop cars come for 'em.
You can't have a cat that's the Joe Exotic of cats, bro. There's
Yeah,
no
I mean,
Joe
like, it's a little
Exotic
fucked
of
up that he would enslave his own people, but, like, I can do that.
You're the Joe Exotic of cats.
Dude, you adopt a shit ton of cats, and you just make one of them in charge. That's how it works.
I'm actually the Michael Vick of dogs, which some people just call me but
You're fucking Bob Arum. Just super... Aw. Yellow girl?
Get her on here. Come on. Oh.
You look evil. Like, you look like a villain.
She doesn't want to be up here. Put your leg down, dude. Oh, anyway, that was my cat, guys. And that's not the Joe Exotic of cats. That's the cat.
Oh, wait, we're rolling?
Yeah, no, we're in the right now.
Oh, my cat would never enslave his people. He's a good boy. We're all here for a good time. Cheers.
Cheers, dude. Drinking my, what is this? Black cherry coffee seltzer. Wait, did I get fucked up again?
Yeah, you just pooped out.
Why does this happen,
You're
Skype?
back. I don't know.
Am I back?
You're back.
But I'm frozen. Another
You're not
podcast
frozen.
where I
You're not
can't
frozen.
see me.
You're not
But
frozen.
I can't.
He wants to see him.
I can't stand not seeing. Can I show you what I see? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. This is the Geoff.
Let me walk a mile in your shoes, dude.
Dude,
Let me slap on the size
only
14.
thing I see. It's just me being like, dude, you guys ever?
Dude,
I can't stand not being able to see myself.
it's like setting your background to yourself, just like your desktop.
This is going to drive me crazy. And it happens in the middle of a pod.
Hold on, let's get him back. Let's get him back. Let's get him back. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Wow, dude. I honestly, why don't we just try to rock this one out ourselves? We don't really need them.
I'm here again.
Oh, thank God you're back.
There you go.
Thank God you're
All
back.
right, now you're good. Now, hopefully.
It was not going well.
I like when it says like the integrated webcam or something. They're like, we had to switch your webcam to the webcam. And I'm like,
Segregated webcam? It's a black and white It's a black and white webcam. It's a segregated webcam.
I'm actually super anti-Logitech, bro. So it's kind of like where I take my political stances. It's like a huge deal. All right, now that the technical difficulties are fucking over, dude. What time were you playing Overwatch last night, dude? I would have fucking joined you, and imagine how many more wins you would have had.
Probably
Probably the
less,
same
dude.
amount. Probably the same amount.
I had 10 in a row. Competitive,
That's pretty solid.
platinum
We had,
tank,
like,
platinum healer.
10 in a row, dude.
Yeah, we had a few. We had a few. They're quick play though.
Yeah, you're right. They were somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
I was competitive.
I'm
kind of a competitor.
fucking sniping dudes, dude. Just fucking headshot city earlier. Oh,
Yeah? Headshots?
I'm a hell of a sniper, bro. And when I say hell of a sniper, I mean I probably make 27% of the shots I take, which I feel like is a good sniper. I feel like it's hard.
I think it's all well and good for us to like talk about stats. Like, yeah, dude, I got 27 headshots. But like the scary thing is, I think there's a lot of people in the military who actually talk like that about their real world wars.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is even those guys are like, bullshit, dude. like even what's his fucking name? Who'd Bradley Cooper play? That fucking the sniper, American sniper guy, like Chris Kyle. Yeah. And remember they were like, Chris Kyle did all this stuff. He shot a guy from like 88 miles away, and people were like, no, he didn't. Like people were like, know him, but no, he didn't. Like I'm a sniper rifle, and there's no way he did that.
I'm a sniper rifle.
I was the one who shot the guy. He just clicked me, and I'm telling you, it didn't happen that way.
88 miles with a sniper rifle? Is that how far do they go?
Dude, no, but he said something I remember. Like even in
do you think I can Google how far do snipers go without getting in trouble?
I think you could do it. You know what? Definitely do it all in like your Gmail account.
Oh, it's in meters. No.
That's because we kill people in other countries.
Yeah, no, that's because we've never had to use a sniper in the States. I mean, like, there's been times we just didn't need to.
Dude, back then, for sure, you don't think Abraham Lincoln would have got fucking sniped, bro? They just didn't have that technology. They're like, I gotta sneak in. I gotta clean my gun.
Sniper rifles can shoot up to .745 miles.
That's exactly how far I can shoot.
That would be a problem. You're just fucking shooting loads off, dude, like mortar strikes.
Through the wall, just like...
Oh, I think that one landed at the daycare. Oh, shit.
Oh, dude. God, Geoff, you need to turn around. You know the orphanage is northwest. Oh, where's my compass at? Hold on.
Dude, you know how the tanks have that like little like shovel behind them that stops them from like flipping over when they shoot? You gotta like put one hand down when you fucking come. So you don't fucking body shot backwards.
Could you imagine the first person who made the tank and he was just like, dude, I think we're fine. And it's just like, oh shit. Like, just turtling. I wish we hadn't been pussies, dude. I wish instead of putting a stopper, we had like embraced it and just calibrated them to do a full flip. Like those little dogs outside of KB Toy that were like, yes. Or it just
That's actually how I shoot my loads, dude. I have to tie myself down when I come, otherwise I will do a backflip. I'm not even athletic.
It's just pure force is what it is, dude. It's pure force.
Force.
You can't control force.
Momentum, speed, violence.
These are things that I want people said like to describe me at my funeral.
That's
say violence. Unless I killed someone, then don't say that stuff. I'm innocent.
Father, husband, violent.
Oh my god, dude. What the hell has been going on?
Speaking of violence, dude, yeah, no, how was the Kalella cult party tonight?
Oh, it was fine. Yeah, it was a good time. I was pissed because I bought like the UFC fights on like my card, and then it didn't give it to me. So I was like, but they were like, we charged you though, and I was like, no, but I don't have it. So but
you have a receipt, so you can tell people you watched.
Right. So I had to like have my dad actually buy it. And then he got charged, and we'll have to now give him money for the fight. So I'm like paying for 2 cards, but so I have to like sort that out. And I went to go to the store to get my brother a birthday card, and my card got declined because they're like, remember that the thing, it was fraud. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. No, you didn't give me the stuff. And they're like, don't worry, we shut down your card without telling you. And I was like, no, because every year I get Scotty.
You would never order the fights.
Right, of course. I love to stream fights. Everyone knows that. But dude, every year I get Scotty a birthday card that has nothing to do with a male's birthday. Like I always get him like fucking, oh dude, happy sweet 16, my baby girl. Like I just get him. And then I write, like I cross out the stuff in the middle, and I just write adopted really big, like all over it. And I just every year I give him a card like that. Every year. And then I got a perfect one in the store today, and it declined buying like a $4 card, bro. So you're like, dude. And it's a girl card, so it looks like you're just being a shitty father. That's all it looks like.
But you did get like a happy birthday girl card?
I couldn't. My card got declined. I had to leave.
Well, I know, but that's what you were like bringing to the register. Because I kind of wish you were just bringing like a general like woman card, and people thought that you were like forgot Mother's Day, and you came like 3 days later to go buy a card, and then your card declined.
And I'm like, yeah, dude, it's been a tough one. Actually, can you wait to cash this until the end of the week? I'm gonna have to give her my Mother's Day card on Father's Day this year. So,
dude, I want to start paying in checks and just asking that just to see if I can get away with it.
That's what my mom said. She's like, you need to start getting like, carry around checks with you. I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna just, dude, tell me this isn't a great card though.
What do you mean carry around checks? Do you get a purse? Like, I
agree. I don't know. Put it in my hat. Like, I don't fucking.
Yo, dude, if you start walking around with just a check in your pocket
with a golf pencil out of the corner of my ear, or one of those pens with like the 18 colors on them. I'm like, all right, this one in purple.
Like the Clark Kent glasses with like that weird little piece of paper. You just like have a check there. Hang on, I got this, guys. How much should I tip?
How much should I tip?
I'll just do the tip on a separate check. Guys, I got the tip. You guys
All
got
right.
dinner. I got the tip. 20%.
Blank check. Here we go. Did Robert just message us Uno? I'm gonna kill him.
What,
he
you want to
literally
play Uno with the
messaged
bros?
He messaged me 10 minutes ago and said Warzone, and I went, can't, have to record a podcast and take a final. And then his comment was, wow, really full night. And then he sent us an Uno game request. And I'm like, bro, I just talked to you. And he's not in the game? It's an empty lobby. I don't know what to do with him. I don't know what to do with him. He's so funny. His memory is so like, shot sometimes.
What if your friend invited you over to hang out and you got there and it was just a completely empty room? Like no furniture, no one there.
Be sick, actually.
I'd be scared. I would go
I'd
investigate.
throw a party.
I'd
Not
Nancy
my
Drew
house.
that shit. Yeah, you throw a rager?
Dude, yeah, throwing ragers, dude. Punching walls.
You're so high school,
like
dude.
8 security deposits. That's like my
I
thing.
throw a small get together with my close friends.
Yeah, shut up.
Ragers are give me anxiety.
I wish I got you the card that I was going to get Scotty instead. Do you want to hear the cover of it?
Yeah.
It was in the limited edition pile, so I was like, you already got me.
Ooh, that's an investment.
Agreed, and that's why it was $4, and I was willing to spend that. And it said, in a world full of horses, you're my unicorn. And then inside was a bunch of unicorns.
It said adopted. Oh,
And,
dude,
well, then I would have put adopted.
You could have put adopted in word bubbles. The unicorns could have been telling him he's adopted.
That's what, dude. I do it all the time. I like to hide them like it's a game. Like I'll write adopted in like 6 like font like in like a corner, and like you have to like really like want to see it. It's like, "That's right," and I'm like, yeah, put your adopted in the corner. I'm glad you caught that one.
Dude, let's make a fake adoption certificate, and then next year you get him a real card, right?
Okay.
Like, and so he thinks that like you guys are like growing up and you've gotten closer and you've matured past the bit. Opens it, boom, adoption papers. You prove to him that he's adopted.
And and I'll Photoshop it so it looks hella legit.
Of course, dude. All you gotta do is put that in Photoshop, click the edit tab, and there's a button for hella legit.
This might be my my Halloween heist, Brooklyn Nine-Nine style. I might plan this all year.
Yo, I'm just riffing, but I actually think it would be hilarious to convince your brother you were done with the adopted stuff, but then like
Photoshop him in a picture of another family that kind of looks like him in a weird way, and he kind of like thinks about it for a second, where he's like, they have blue eyes and I have blue eyes, but nobody else has blue eyes.
It's got to be like a mid-tier athlete too, like unknown, you know what I mean? Like someone that he's just like would want to be related to.
Yeah, maybe like a really good racquetball player or something. Like a really good like
pickleball champion.
Yeah, dude. Just a fucking dude. Racquetball's hilarious because it looks like the most unathletic people trapped in a room where a ball is just coming at like 80 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, dude, that ball goes like you come.
To watch. Hard. Like this chair, I don't even know if that was enough back support. If I had to, that's not enough. That's not enough back support right there. Hold on. Ooh, almost got off.
Hang out some crunches.
Yeah, dude, almost got off the ground. What would you do if it was just like a animated, like Coyote and Roadrunner, where I'm just like, and like poking, you're like, what happened?
I'd be super excited and probably call my dealer to get more.
Oh man.
Yo, dude.
He's not allowed to smell those.
Sorry, going back, make him related to a bowler. I think that'd be good. He wouldn't be that excited, but it'd be pretty funny to make fun of him for. Bowler's pretty good.
The bowler documentary now with the boy from I Think You Should Leave.
Yo, dude.
Funny.
That was the guy from Dexter, weirdly.
Yeah, he was whatever, but he kind of like balanced it out a little bit. But the other guy just being, what was it? It was like, he was like, suck my dick or something like that. Like he just screamed at the end and everyone was like, whoa, I guess that's his new like catchphrase. Like bad boy of bowl.
Oh yeah, no, that was his catchphrase. Suck my dick.
He's like, suck my dick. Evan rocking the producer Evan shirt. Do you like that touch, dude?
I fucking
Let me
love
see the
it,
back.
dude.
Let me see the
I love
back,
that
baby.
shit. Oh shit. Oh,
Sweet
damn.
Heat
Oh,
podcast, baby. Ooh. I tried to give you guys a little bit of a personal touch each
Fuck yeah. Are we,
Yeah.
we're expecting
Try
to see these
yours.
at some point, right?
Yeah, it's
Online?
somewhere down here. Oh, there
I
it is.
can tell Rusty's like, let me see if I can.
He
All
had
right,
it
so
out before-
I would be wearing mine, but I wore it 3 days straight, and now it smells bad.
I feel that, dude. Oh yeah, baby.
Rusty.
Rusty's
is
like,
like
get it back, dude. Let me
the
see that
Rusty
tumbler in
merch.
the back.
Dude, Cody came this himself. Just painted with
Oh,
it.
I feel like it turned out pretty solid.
To this team.
They're comfy t-shirts too, man.
Yeah, they really are.
I did not cheap out. I didn't get the cheap T-shirts. I went with the.
Right? The
I was
rough
like,
ones.
nothing but the best. We'll sell the fans garbage, but we're giving us the best fabric imaginable.
I got my girlfriend custom socks from Shutterfly for Christmas with her like dog's face on it. They came with no heel.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean,
Dude,
I feel like a lot of those. They're like,
they're-
whoa, $4.
They're like wind socks.
So it's
Nah,
just
dude,
a
they were
tube?
like,
It's just
yeah,
a
dude,
tube?
it's just
Oh, man.
a stretchy fabric tube.
You could just be a shitty business right now and be like, Corona. You know, like you could just be like, ugh, I know, but we're struggling.
Dude, I just read an article about this West Philly pizza place, right? That's
Is it
only
called
available.
Tony Cerrone Pepperoni?
You wish, bro. You know we never franchise down West Philly. It's called Pasquale's Pizza, right? So, have you heard this?
Nope, just sounds right.
Word. So it's Grubhub only, right? And this bitch gets a pizza delivered, right? And she ends up texting.
$48.
No, she ends up texting her Grubhub driver to be like, "Hey, this is gonna sound crazy, but is there any chance this food is accidentally from a Chuck E. Cheese pizza?" And he was like, "Well, I'm pretty sure they share a building, but there was a sign in the window that said Pasquale's Pickup Here." And it turns out that the name of the racist Italian chef in the fucking band at Chuck E. Cheese is Pasquale Pizza Pie or something like that.
So they're trying to pawn off Chuck E. Cheese pizza as a pizza place?
Yeah, dude, they made like a fake fucking front. The Pasquale's Pizza. And
Dude.
meanwhile,
That girl is a wizard for being like, nah. I've had a disappointing childhood. I know what Chuck E. Cheese pizza tastes like, dude.
disappointing. I love Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Absolutely. You ever been to a Chuck E. Cheese, though? It ain't the best place in the
Oh,
world.
no.
Your parents are like, get in the jungle gym, and we'll see you in an hour.
What's this fucking dude? I just think it's so
That's
funny.
hilarious.
Oh, his name is Pasquale P. Pie Plate. He's the drummer for Munch's Make Believe band at Chuck E. Cheese's. He's also a pizza chef and an aspiring.
Hey, no, he's not.
Wikipedia comes up.
Hey, no, he's not. You know, like he's not. Like as much as we want to pretend that he's like, no, actually by night though, he's no, he's not. He's barely a drummer. He's not even that.
You walk into a West Philly pizza place, animatronic Chuck E. Cheese pizza chef is there, just being a racist Italian, just like N-word.
About the lady in West Philadelphia being like, dude, apparently this new pizza place opened up. We're going to order from Pasquale. Why don't you go with your regular place? You don't have a regular place?
Because apparently she was like normally gets from, the article said she normally gets from like Domino's, but she really wanted to make a point to support a local business during this coronavirus
Sure
time.
Domino's are like franchisees. I'm pretty sure you still have to support the local ones. Pretty sure like a guy named Greg owns like one
Yeah,
near you.
that's true. It's not like Mr. Domino owns it. Like,
No,
like
dude.
fucking,
You still need help. You know what I mean? There's still people.
they're still a small business owner. They're just an uncreative one.
Absolutely.
Like,
They went to join like a minor league team, and they were like, hopefully I get brought up into management, and we'll see what happens from here. But dude, that's like, did you ever hear that story from before, where apparently like I don't even know a restaurant or a fast food place, but the cook basically came on the food, and the woman was like, "There's cum on this," and you're like, "Whoa, dude, that was fast. That was super fast." Like, that girl would have been like, I have to imagine that's the same girl. She's like, Chuck E. Cheese cum right here. That's Chuck E. Cheese cum. I know that every day of the week, baby.
Can that be the title? Is there a way to do that?
Cum? There's no way we could do that.
Oh, I can put a star in between the C and the M, and it would be Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, people connect it up. All
The
right.
That's
E
fine.
stands for ejaculate.
Is there? Hold on, this might sound crazy. Did you pick this up from a Chuck E. Cheese?
This cum tastes very. No, I did order the cum on it. No, I did order it that way, but it.
I'll say right now that this cheese is ass, though. This cheese is ass. Chuck E. Cheese pizza is slamming. I don't know what it is with the tray. The tray's got like the little grooves in it, and it gives that
dimples?
like the little dimples in the
Yeah.
Forget
I mean,
about
like,
it.
let's be honest, it's fucking
You mean
terrible.
flavor holes?
Flavor holes.
It's
Flavor
good.
holes could be the title as well. Oh man, I think we have the best titles, and we definitely have the best alerts in the game.
Dude, I can't believe like other podcasts haven't tried to rip off the alert system yet.
Dude, our alert system is fucking probably the best part of the podcast.
My favorite of all time is still Asian Wolf Alert.
Asian Wolf Alert. I don't even remember what episode that was.
I don't either, but it was the one where we talked about how Shih Tzus are like Asian wolves.
Asian wolves, dude. Dude, yeah, the days of recording at the living room table, not even like the fucking coffee table.
Oh yeah, just like kind of like awkwardly facing each other, like we were like didn't know how to sit on our first date.
And I have to imagine we sounded exactly like we sound right now over Skype. Like we just like the quality before Evan came in was just garbage. Like I was like, did we clip? I don't think we clipped. I think we should be good.
We kept it in the red, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, we clipped all the time. As soon as you would laugh, as soon as I would, like our pop filters.
It's not clipping if you keep it at that decibel,
no
dude.
red. No red whatsoever. I don't even let it get to the red. You should scream into your microphone, it won't go red.
And guess what?
Seriously, yeah.
And guess what, Evan? That's why we don't have a shirt that says Producer Geoff or Producer Rusty. That's why.
I thought this was a misprint. I thought it was supposed to go to Producer Rusty.
I'll be honest with you. The first time I wrote it out on your name, I put Evan the producer, and then I looked at your Instagram handle, and I was like, nah, I think you want Producer Evan.
And Producer Evan rolls off the tongue better, I think, too.
It does. I was just trying to put like something, and I was like, nah, hold on,
Oh,
wait
a minute. Back.
I was just trying to like add some, personalized flavor to the, because like
Some flavor holes?
think about this, dude. As a producer, and like, I feel like black and white is very like staff, very like part of the team. Like that's a good Evan shirt. Rusty, dude, I had to get you the drippy trippy fucking light blue.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's
the blue looks so nice.
That's a Rusty shirt right there. And actually, Rusty, there was a couple light blues. I went with that one. I had to pick a different shirt to give you that light blue because I wasn't.
Does it have a name?
Light blues. Probably light blue, but like the other ones might have been
I'm
like
thinking like
blue or
Sky Rider.
I don't. That's actually a good. That's a good name for a color.
I just came up with it.
Yeah, I like it, dude. Skyrider.
Hit up
Yeah,
Crayola,
dude.
man. And like, give
I
me
don't
a
think they're
couple
allowed to
bucks.
put
Dude,
ride.
We could go into business as gay guys, dude. You design clothes, I make up new colors. That's fucking business.
I don't know if that. What is it? Hold on.
No.
Does Evan have to be gay too?
I don't want
No,
that.
it's just
No.
I think people would trust.
Here's the deal. I'm not being a two musketeer. I can only be. It's either Evan's in or I'm not being gay, and I'm fucking taking that stance.
Evan.
All right. We'll be gay a
Evan,
little bit.
come on,
We'll
all
choose
gay.
to be gay with us.
Yeah.
Evan, choose to be gay with us.
I'll take my shoes off. Let's do it.
Dude, speaking of gay, so,
Oh, dude.
speaking
Gays
of
with
gay,
their bare feet.
I was talking to my dad earlier, and he was talking about Pokemon.
Gay.
He's on Pokemon Go. He's like, remember how good of a idea Pokemon Go was? Like talking about it strictly from a business standpoint. He's like, dude, genius. He goes, I remember reaching out and thinking, I might need to get like a someone over here near my property to get some traffic over here. I was like, dude, that'd be sick if you bought a Charizard for your property and was like, yo,
Is
kid,
that how that works?
dude, think about it. I mean, how much business and influx could people get into certain locations? And you go into a Starbucks and you go, all this stuff. My dad said, he's like, oh, dude, I looked into it. You had to pay. Could you imagine me like, I think I want to, how much is an Articuno? Actually? And you're like, an Articuno? Who do you think you are, Kylie Jenner? Get out of town.
You fucking win the lottery, dude. Buy a big ass house and just fill it with legendaries.
Yeah,
No
dude, like,
furniture, dude.
you're like, dude, is that how much for, like, how about I have this much money? And you're like, I mean, you might get like a Pidgeot at best, bro. I mean, you're getting fucking cool shit like that.
Ooh, the best I could do, could knock 200 off this Krabby.
How about I sent you that thing, right? The Pokemon 2000 line?
Wait, no, hang on. I don't think so. What?
The girl, I thought I did. The girl who was. Go ahead.
Oh, no, it's stupid. I was just gonna say, I just love the idea of an old fucking shitty, like old Gill salesman, just like, come on, please, just take this Pidgey, just buy a couple Pidgeys. They're gonna look so good. I need this.
You're gonna get more commoners with the Pidgeot. You can get what's the other guy, Farfetch? Fucking like, well,
dude,
get him.
Farfetch got a
awesome,
big
man.
stick. Yeah, he's
Farfetch
got a big stick. Farfetch is awesome,
dude. Don't even front, bro. Don't make me whip out Pokemon Stadium 1 or 2. Don't make me do it, dude.
Stop calling your nuts that, dude. It's weird.
Hey, first of all, you know I renamed them, okay? Don't make fun of Blastoise down there, all right? Dude, it used to be Squirtle, but then I hit puberty. I got a little older.
When a man grows up, there it is.
once you started launching those loads, used to be Dripple and then Squirtle.
My chair, oh no.
Yeah, now you launch back. You used to just slowly slide down.
Oh man, I remember what I was saying before you interrupted me.
Pokemon 2000, a line. A line that a girl says in Pokemon 2000.
Oh yeah, dude. She fucking says, dude. She says, wait, something along the lines of like, you could tell she meant it like it was one of those jokes that went over your head as a kid, but you were like, as an adult, I went, what the fuck did you just say? I was like, I didn't even know Pokemon 2000 was dirty like that. But hold on, I have it right here. What does she say? No, but I have Krabbies. That's what the intro to the scene was. And then she said, no, I had Krabbies. And then they start laughing and they just don't acknowledge it. And you're like, hold on. What did she say she had? She had Krabbies, bro? Dude, that's
Brock got in there. Dude, those jokes are the best, though. SpongeBob, king of that.
King of that.
Ooh, 2 gold doubloons. Don't drop them. It's bars of soap.
Patrick, your genius is showing. Where? Those are great, dude. Pokemon's the best at it. But I remember watching it because I was so bored that I fucking downloaded the Pokemon app to watch the Pokemon movies. And I was like, hold on a second. 5-year-old Geoff never caught that shit.
Krabbies?
That movie came out when I was 5. I saw it for my 5th birthday.
Dude, you used to play in the cum pit at Chuck E. Cheese.
I loved the cum pit.
Squally's cum pit.
Did you ever see the Aaron, do you know the name of that bar?
Fly. You got to get it. You got to get it, Rusty.
It's still alive?
Do you remember
I don't think, did you get it?
The bar with the
Yeah, I got it.
Yes.
voyeur? That's what no.
I got a black dot.
All right. There we go.
Don't worry about it. All right.
Geoff, I think I'm a murderer.
You're fine. I've killed a bunch of flies in my life. Did you ever go to the bar in Philly where they have the ball pit?
There's a bar with a ball pit.
That's a thing.
I have a video.
I have a feeling there's so much vomit in that ball
if I
pit.
can find it. Well, dude, what is it? Evan, let's see if you can look up Concourse.
Yeah.
It's called Concourse.
Dude, I'm telling you, you get there. It's not a bad bar. Like if you're just hanging out, it's like
Isn't
a
that
big
what they
open
call?
space.
Isn't that the official name for prison rape?
In the ball pit, yeah. It's actually just called Ball Pit Fun over there. They rebranded it. But dude, yeah, imagine a bunch of drunks getting in there and you go, oh my STDs in here? Like the amount of like, ugh. Huh? Yeah, a girl threw up in it.
I can only imagine. Oh, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
of
go
course,
swimming
dude.
real
You're
quick
like,
in the ball,
what?
and then
And meanwhile,
you're
the
good.
drunks just like cannonball.
No,
just fucking.
absolutely not. I mean, it looks cool if I could
Well-
rent it out for the day. Maybe if there's some arcade
Could we
games
show
or something.
Rusty the picture or like the balls?
If they had a version of this that every day they burnt it down and rebuilt a new one, that'd be cool. Like, that'd be cool.
Balls. Dude, but no, you know they at most, how do they clean that? Or do they take a fucking hose for like a second? How do they clean the balls?
I was in charge of cleaning the ball pit at the Garden State Discovery Museum.
Do you know?
And
who's
let me
in charge
tell
of
you,
cleaning the ball pit, like Creed from The Office, like the guy who's not doing his fucking job.
I wasn't doing my job. We were supposed to hand wipe every ball.
First of all, if you think a kid for minimum wage is gonna wash every ball, you can suck a dick. That's ridiculous.
Oh no, I didn't give a shit, dude. Those little kids could get tetanus.
That's what I'm saying. I think it was more
It's a
ridiculous
Rusty
to ask
joke.
you to do something for that. I get the Rusty joke, dude. I know the Rusty jokes.
Rusty cum pit, dude.
God, now that I think about ball pits, they're awful.
Yeah, no, they're
What the
disgusting.
fuck? Like,
As
what
a
the
kid,
fuck?
I knew that.
I just
Ball
never put that
pits were
together, 'cause I
good
was
for
like,
one
"Ooh,
thing
ball
and
pit."
one thing only. Telling your little brother that you wanted to play in the ball pit, and then when he gets in there, you pick him up and you throw him, and then you run away, and then he can't find you to bother you and your friends at Chuck E. Cheese anymore.
You choke slam him into the balls deep, so by the time he comes up for air, you then submerge yourself in the balls, and then he's like, "What the fuck?" And then you hit him with a fucking uppercut out of the balls.
Dude, that'd be so awesome looking.
Like Naruto rising through the earth, dude.
And it would freeze frame while the balls were like scattered in the air, and he was like, "Ugh," and it just looked like fucking Tony Ferguson and Justin King.
Oh, Rusty, you're so cool, dude. I can't believe you did that. That's the coolest
Is it
thing in the world. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
dude, you gotta get rid of the little shit. Well, I mean, I didn't fucking hit him with the fucking ball pit Hadouken. Fucking-
Ah!
the puking, dude.
You can do to the ball pit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I just remember going to that bar and being like, "That's cool," as an idea.
That's like
it.
Like, if that's like a room in your house, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, sure. Well, like,
Actually, I wouldn't be able to have that, dude, because I'd get like super fucking high, and then I'd end up just like doing some dumb shit in the like eating pancakes in the ball pit, dude, and just forgetting
with
about
Sarah, with Sarah, just
Sarah?
like, eh.
it. This ball pit's sticky.
Robert built a ball pit for his son, and he has like a slide that goes into the ball pit, but it's in his room. So you're like, oh, that's just a dope bedroom for like a little kid, you know, like no germs except for your germs. That's it. You know what I mean? If it's your puke, it's your puke. Who cares?
Oh
right,
yeah, dude. I have a
I
puke
still
pit.
have my puke. Yeah, we all puke, dude, and we all lay in it, right?
We need more pits in this world.
I was watching we've been rewatching Parks and Rec, and you know the fucking intro, like when they do the pit, like the whole like first 2 seasons is like centered around the pit, basically.
Oh yeah.
I love when Andy goes to do the. I never noticed this before, but when he goes to record the song and he's at the bar as Mouse Rat and he's doing the "I fell in the pit," but he says "in" twice to make the song go. So he goes like "I fell in the pit," and it's just 2 ins, just so the song works. And you're like, dude, Chris Pratt is awesome in that show.
Yeah.
Fucking the best. Him and
He's
Ron,
just
I think,
really good. It's crazy that he's like such a fucking Christian loser in real life.
Is he Christian?
Acting, yeah, dude, acting's nuts. He's like an evangelical, like weird Christian nutbag who's just like, honestly, God's given me so much. I'm so happy that I could have all these gifts and talents. Like,
Do you think once you make $200 million in Hollywood, you have to be religious?
I think God gives you your $200 millionth dollar. I think that when you get there.
I agree. And Tom Cruise was like, science gave this to me. And they were like, nope. And he goes, you told me I had to pick a religion. You didn't say create my own.
We want to send a message that successful people are religious. It's like, oh, yeah, no, I'm with it. I have a bunch of aliens trapped in my body, too. So relatable.
Honestly, I feel like I lost, not respect, but like, who was Chris Pratt's ex-wife? I feel like whoever
Anna Faris?
Yeah.
Anna Faris.
I felt like that was weird. You know, like I felt like that. I was like, dude, you could. Maybe Parks and Rec. You thought that was like a sick grab, but I think Star-Lord could do better.
And Star-Lord thought that as well.
And I think Star-Lord's abs.
I think,
like,
once he got out of his hometown, really got to see the galaxy, really got to guard some green bitches.
Once he started fucking defending the world from dinos, I felt like he was like, dude, you could probably bat in the majors now. I feel like there's not, like, if you took your shot with anybody at that level, nobody could go, what were you thinking? Like, they would go, dude, why not? Give it a shot, you know? But like Parks and Rec, Chris Pratt,
he got muscles, dude. That's the thing. Like, that's gotta be scary, dude. If you're like watching your husband slowly get super muscly, super successful, they start booking fucking Avengers movies, you gotta know the writing's on the wall, right? Like, that's scary.
Like, you should take that Ashton Kutcher movie. And you're like, what? No. Why would I do that? I could be a superhero. And they're like, I know, but you're such a rom-com guy, right? You're probably like, that's your
Right? She's
ceiling,
like,
I
you
think.
remember Dane Cook? And he's just like, no, go.
You make your own success in today's industry. I feel like it's a little less on like who's pulling the strings. Me and my dad were talking about it. I was saying, like, dude, look at somebody like Dax Shepard.
Love him. I think he's great.
Absolutely.
And he's married to Kristen Bell.
You know what
Of
the
course.
best thing about him is I hate him as an actor, but everything that he stands for and does, boom, dude, he's the best, man. And he makes some good shit too. He's cool.
So I feel like all three of us can agree we have no issue. If anything, we kind of like Dax Shepard, correct?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of of the movie's characters that he plays.
Other than Parenthood, which was like a TV show I didn't even really watch, what's his biggest role? Antagonist in a Dane Cook movie? Like, he's a guy.
What's that one where they were in jail?
There's that one, and then there's the one with the paddles, whatever, the fucking river, right?
Without a creek.
Yeah.
Without a paddle.
Without a paddle. That might be the pinnacle of Dax Shepard.
I got all these fucking paddles all over my house. There's not a body of water for miles. I'm really up paddle city without a creek, you know? All right, I'm done with this riff.
But dude, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Dax Shepard was like, here's the deal. If I can marry above my pay grade and maybe be able to swing a pretty successful podcast, I don't have to do anything in this industry anymore other than the things I want to do. Like, back then, dude, what is Dax Shepard's longevity in this industry?
He had friends, dude. It's the same
but
as
that's
like,
what I'm saying. You can make your own destiny. Dax Shepard said, I'm going to make myself a household name. And he did it. And he's not that talented.
He's not. But you know what? He's one of those guys who is like a pre-pioneer of podcasting, because his thing was like decent looking, not the world's greatest looking, pretty funny, not the most funny, knows how to be on set, not a great actor, but personality. He was made for podcasting.
Yeah. Dax Shepard is actually realistically like the highest my ceiling can be. Like, that's pretty much where if I was the like.
You think in acting or
no? In like people know me. Like just like the highest I could ever get is there. Like anybody who's like I want to be Kevin Hart. You're like, dude, I'm just trying to like live in a nice house, maybe be the spokesperson for like pistachios or something. Like I'm just trying to be right.
I could see you, dude. Comedy's a fucking long game, man. I think that like that's where you see yourself, because like you can only fathom so far ahead. I see you getting to at least like a Maria Bamford level.
First of all, thank you so much. That's
like where maybe not like everyone knows you. You're not like a fucking stadium comic, like but fucking anyone who cares about comedy knows who you are. Like that's not to say that's your like absolute ceiling, but I think that's absolutely reasonable for your career.
The only thing that keeps me going in that regard is hearing people still get upset and surprised at my age, which is I feel like I'm starting to get to the age where if they go, how old are you? And I go, I'm about to be 25. I'm 24. They go, okay, right. But if I told people like, if they're just like, how old are you? And I go, 24. And they still go, what? I go, okay, dude, I don't think we need to continue this conversation.
Yeah, I mean,
anymore.
I get
the
that all the
only
time.
reason I think that is because I think maybe I'm just young enough still to still be in this motherfucking game. You know what I mean? Like
it's a longer game than you realize, my friend.
Well, dude, I already look like a mature, handsome. Like I got such like a Clooney vibe going on. You know what I mean? Like
I think that any sex tapes you made, they would need a category on Pornhub. Like I don't think you could just put it in.
Oh, dude, I would need
with the rest of the horses.
I would need really good editing. I would have to approve the final cut.
I got one to make you feel good about yourself here. Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Huh?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the guy that was in a few movies. He's fucking like he started fucking acting when he was like 45.
I know you hear that stuff about like Han Solo, right? When you're like, oh, dude, like, what's his face? Fucking
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I think I couldn't name it. They were like, Harrison Ford was like installing a door on set, and George Lucas was like, "Do you want to be the star of my movie?" And I go, "I don't know if like."
Wait, is that real? Wait, is that actually true?
He was actually picked up. I mean, I don't know if it was like installing door or etc., but like he was just a working dude. Like he just did construction shit, and George Lucas saw him and was like, "I need you in a movie at some point really soon. I'm going to be in touch with you." And not too long later, he wasn't even the first that the studios wanted for Han Solo, but George Lucas was like, I think this is the guy. And he wasn't acting. He was not an actor. He was just a dude.
So George Lucas wanted to fuck Harrison Ford, right?
Yeah.
Like that's like totally like meeting some chick and be like, oh yeah, you can have this. I got like 6 more at home. He
convinced I can't bear with names right now. The actress who plays Princess Leia, fucking
Carrie Fisher,
convinced her that they don't wear underwear in space. He said you can't wear underwear. They don't wear underwear in space. You're just making up the only rules of your universe, bro. Like, that's dude. He was being a little bit Harvey Weinstein, but in a fictional sense,
like an Ed and Eddie way, dude. He was just fucking.
I mean, if you want to wear, but I guess you hate being a good actress.
All right, so you play a space princess who just constantly needs access to her vagina, okay? It's just space we're talking about, okay? You got to blast her. You got to put it somewhere.
Do I have a cool scene? Well, no, you're going to be a slave for pretty much like the first part. We're going to put you in like a really sexy outfit, and the men are going to come and save you. And you're like, oh, well, okay. All right.
That was normal back then, though.
For sure. And then he was like, yeah, what are you wearing? Is it a bra? Why are you wearing a bra? I wouldn't wear in space. Okay. I mean, which if anything, anti-gravity, you're probably like, put on a fucking bra, bro. Like, it's going to be tough out here.
Like a carbon fiber sports bra would be perfect for space.
But do you know
did they give her like metal Batman nipples on her slave outfit, or was it like a bra?
It felt like metal Batman nipples. That's what I felt.
Is that the alert?
Bat nipples. I don't know if they were there, but I am picturing them now.
That's
it's like a mix between George Clooney and Carrie Fisher. It's very bad.
But if you're Harrison Ford or like a guy who's like acting and you use that story as fuel, you can't use that story as fuel because guess what? I don't think anybody thought Star Wars was going to be good. Even George Lucas said, this is going to fucking suck. The guy who played old Obi-Wan Kenobi was like, I'm fucking out of here, dude. I don't have any faith in this. Just kill the character off. And meanwhile, they're like, he's over here convincing chicks to not put on underwear, but getting a fucking carpenter to play like the co-lead of the movie. And you're like, yeah, dude, Star Wars wasn't supposed to be what Star Wars was. It just happened to work out.
Just a carpenter? I know another guy who is just a carpenter.
Clay Guida. Was that where you guys were going? No?
Yo, wait. Was he really a carpenter, or do you think his nickname was Jesus and they made him change it?
Holy conspiracy theory. I think he was a carpenter, but boy, you almost got me from it. You almost got me
had
for
to really think about that.
Just popped a Snapple, dude. Had to toss a fact.
Dude, because guess what? My goal in life is to just have an answer for at least every conspiracy theory. Just like have like at least one, like a one-liner to just be like, yeah, but okay, shut your mouth. You know what I mean? So
yes or no. I don't want to ever have to. I don't want to ever have to ponder a conspiracy theory. I want to be able to yes, no, fucking right off the hip.
I always get hit with Earth's flat, and I go, okay, what's the moon wallpaper?
That's a good one. That doesn't sound like a joke that somebody would say you could use that in your act about.
You could totally. Somebody probably definitely thought of that, but I'm just saying it's an easy argument when you're talking to a moron, not in the comedy scene, Rusty, around other intellectual human beings. Or even just I'm talking about like an idiot mechanic who's at like my family party who's like, "The Earth's flat, dude," and you're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna totally."
The Earth's flat. All right, so this is a conversation I overheard between some hippies recently. I'm not saying the Earth is flat. But why does it have to be round? Why not a rectangle?
Well, no. We could. Well, I mean, we could play the what if game about everything. Like that's.
How about because planets, bitch? Like what?
Yeah, I mean,
rectangles also still flat.
Gravity, the equator, I don't know, other
Rotation?
things that have to do with the Earth.
Oh, dude, I actually, like, speaking of overhearing hippies, my roommate had a friend over recently,
Oh God.
and I couldn't help but just like eavesdrop on their conversation a little bit, because he was saying, yeah, man, so I ate like what must have been a 10 strip, bunch of doses. I'm listening to this band, they're shredding, but it's like it doesn't really break like through that level. And that's when I realized that I hate mediocrity. And ever since that moment, that's why I've been complete success in everything I've ever done.
Here's the deal, Rusty. Now, is this somebody that was like a close friend to your roommate, or just like somebody who came over?
I think like an old friend.
Here's the deal. I'll ruin a relationship. I'll ruin, like, did you bring him over? You're not going to be friends with him anymore. Because over,
go MTV's parental control. Just be like, all right, dude, here's 2 more friends that me and your mom picked out. You're going to go on dates with both of them. And at the end of the show,
dude, I swear,
pick which one sleeps with your mom.
I'd like, please elaborate. So everything you've done has been a success? Everything you've done? What are you doing here right now?
Right.
What are you doing here right now? What are you buying?
Because
what
nothing.
What are you doing?
No, but that's a great point. Because I'm not a success. You know what I mean? And I'm here right now. And if you're in my house, you're not a success either.
Yeah, it's like Chris Pratt's not coming over giving a fucking motivational speech in the fucking, living room. You're like, dude, you like, how'd you get here?
And if Chris Pratt tried to come over, I'd be like, no.
You're taking us out to lunch.
You're not stealing the aliens out of my body, Chris Pratt, okay?
Dude, I don't know. I feel like I hate that people are like, that's why everything I do is such a success. I visualize success and I just get out there and I do it. And you're like, definitely. But how much did your parents help you fund your dreams and stuff like that before you failed out of college and stuff? And they had to pay for your debt and you'd have to go back into that stuff again. But please tell me about how much of a success you are by your parents bailing you for everything you've ever done in your entire life.
We need to abolish like talking about like your dreams, okay? Because I think that people get really fixated on this idea of like, that's my dream. Here's the deal though. You're fucking 14, 15, you're in high school. You don't have dreams. You have guesses. You are fucking taking a guess at what adults are going to tell you that's a good job decision and what you might actually possibly not hate. Like, yeah. It's a pop quiz time. What do you want to do with your life?
Dude,
you don't have dreams as a 16-year-old. I didn't have dreams until like fucking last year probably.
Here's what I want to get paid for in life, okay? Comedy, playing video games. I would also accept being UFC matchmaker. Those are the 3 roles I would take in my life. And those are my dreams.
That job.
And those are my dreams. And that's it. If I'm being dead honest, if somebody was like, listen, you got to quit touring comedy for a little bit. You got to do a residency in Las Vegas because you're going to be here quite a bit being the matchmaker. I'd be like, listen, I can make matches on the road, bro. I could fucking sit there in the hotel room and be like, listen. Dude,
you got to do a March Madness tournament for MMA, right? And whoever has the best bracket becomes the new fucking matchmaker. Like, it shows you understand the styles, and it's an homage to Willy Wonka, which, fucks with heavily.
Which, let's be real, I wasn't thrilled with a lot of the outcomes of the card, but what a well put together card.
Yeah, let's talk
about that. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I was just drunk and a little angry because
a lot of drunk and a little angry.
I was actually, I feel like a lot of angry. Angry.
Hey, I'll take 2 beers and a lot of angry. Thank you.
You know how
2 beers and a lot of angry.
You've been around me, dude, after an Eagles loss.
I just know to be quiet. I literally...
You would think I was on the team. You would have thought that I practiced the 2-a-days, the fucking, I was there for all the long
days. You act like the coach benched you halfway through the game and you would have won if they put you in.
I don't want to be this way, but I am. And I sat, we came home from my parents and me and Aaron sat on the couch and I had a beer and I literally felt myself being like, 5 years. I waited 5 years for Tony versus Khabib, and I'm never going to see it. And I just had to be upset that night. I wasn't even happy for Justin. I was happy for Justin Gaethje, but I was more pissed off that Khabib ran or fucking handled his Corona time or whatever he had to fucking do because I waited 5 years.
He definitely had Corona, bro.
He definitely had Corona.
It's the only thing I can think of.
He's like, right now is Corona time. Soon will be Khabib time. And you're like, yeah, it's Corona time for you, bro. You got Corona.
COVID-19. Khabib, probably like 22. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I have some bad news for you.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're gonna be mad. I think you're gonna disagree. I think you're gonna call me stupid.
You think Gaethje would be Conor?
I think Gaethje's gonna beat Khabib.
Oh, I don't think that's stupid.
Oh, okay, really?
I don't.
No, I don't think that's stupid. Here's the deal. Finally, we will get to see Gaethje's ground game. I've never seen it. I've just not. They're like, he's a really good wrestler, and you're like, okay. He go to the ground against Tony. I don't even know what we're doing. Like, I can't. I've never seen him do it. So it's like, let's see how good of a wrestler he is so I can see it. And if there's somebody that would knock out Khabib, not named Conor, it's probably Justin. Because that was the cleanest and smoothest and most precise and calculated Justin game.
Calculated.
His
shot selection was...
I sold him to people as this, like, Chuck Liddell, like, bite down on your mouthpiece. He's got good takedown defense, but you probably won't even see it or need it. He's going to close his eyes and bang. And I'm watching it, and people are like, I don't know, man. He looks pretty technical. And I'm like, yeah, he looks pretty good, actually. I don't remember seeing him.
Yeah, he's actually never looked like this in his life. He may have done some sort of Parent Trap type situation.
How about Trevor Whitman in the corner?
Fantastic coach.
First of all, Jesus Christ, man, take 10% off your punches. You're trying to fucking kill this guy. And to just hear that clear as day over the things, he's like, dude, you're trying to fucking kill this guy. Like, when your coach is like, dude, stop trying to kill him.
Like, the other guy, like, fucking Tony's coaches were just like, yo, I think they're trying to kill you, dude. Like, I don't want to freak you out right now, but there's a murderer in this cage.
I mean, Justin couldn't have looked better, and I think that was easily the worst Tony Ferguson's ever looked in the octagon.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Tony has never looked worse in the last 5
Do you think it was the 2 weight cuts?
No. I really don't because it looked like skill, but it was like he looked like
slow.
He was slow.
Right? So, like, I don't know if that's age. I don't know if that, like...
It's been a little while since I've seen him.
But, like,
I think he looked slow, but I think he looked unprepared. I think it just didn't go the way he expected. Because I would have never in a million years thought Gaethje would ever fight like that. That was fucking clinical, dude.
He also looked to have zero power behind his punches.
Yeah,
I mean, like, he was at
couldn't even get inside to throw a bow. No. He couldn't even do that, and that's his.
He wasn't landing cleanly.
I think he had 2 decent hits with an elbow, but it was more forearm, and they weren't. You really want to clip with the edge so that you get that.
Even his uppercut that, like, rocked Gaethje at the end of a round, you were like, listen, man, you got him with that one punch, but, like, you didn't win the round. No. And Gaethje's uppercut looked like it was about to land harder. Like, you just kind of got lucky that you hit the target first.
That was like Dan Hardy, Carlos Condit with the left hooks at the same time.
And Carlos was just said, did you want a really, really crisp one? Crispy tendies.
But no,
I think actually, if you tighten that up a little bit,
I think Ferguson started losing the fight late in the second round. Even though he still had that, he lost every round.
But yeah, he started like
he
won
the first round in my mind.
Are you higher than me somehow?
It was the big hit at the end. I give him that point. I mean, the big
hit at the end's in the second round.
I don't remember
the uppercut was in the first round.
It was in the second round. It was the bell of the second round.
All right.
I don't know. Regardless, though,
I know this because I won $5 betting on the Cruz Cejudo fight, and then trying to be a nice guy to my roommate who lost the $5 to me. I was like, "Tell you what, dude, double or nothing. I'll take Gaethje. We can wash the bet out." You know what I mean? The first round, I was like, yo, Gaethje looks good. He won that. The second round, I was like, how do you score that? He was like, definitely for Tony. I was like, I don't know, man.
Here's my thing. Tony had no shot of winning that fight. Let's just say hypothetically he won one round, but he didn't even, I don't think. I think he, like, literally, it was about to, if he didn't get finished there, I mean, it was about to be a 50 to 45 scorecard. You know what I mean? Like, it was going to be dominant. And then, how about Dominic Cruz's comments about the fucking ref? Did you hear that?
Yeah, he smelled like alcohol and cigarettes.
Dude, first of all.
Yeah, he smelled like my stepdad, so you know we can't trust him.
But yeah, dude, what a bold statement. You better be right, because if not, dude, you're coming after someone's character and you just look bitter.
You look like a dumb bitch.
I wasn't thrilled with the stoppage. I mean, in the moment, but at the same time, it's tough because people go, oh, there's 10 unanswered shots, and you're yeah, but when you get rocked, let's just say you're rocked for 3 seconds. Do you know how easy it is to squeeze in 10 shots in 3 seconds? Do you know what I mean? You could still. I didn't think he was those shots were killing him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
was he's moving, he's working towards the cage a little bit. Is he out of it? Absolutely, he's out of it right now. But how many times have we seen, dude? If it was modern MMA today, right? Frankie Edgar would have never had that trilogy with Gray Maynard, because he would have been finished 17 times. 17 times he would have finished.
They would have added 3 losses to his record after that second one.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, a little bit part of me wants to be listen, if they said they want to go out on their shield, let the motherfuckers fight.
Yeah, but that was a pussy ass move of Dominic to be I'm very disappointed in the stoppage, especially because I specifically asked the ref to let me fight on if it looks like I'm in trouble. I mean, that's not really how it works.
It's like the Brendan Schaub, Travis Brown thing all over again. When he's I told the referee that I was fine, and it's dude, he had your back and was punching you in the back of the skull. You could say that all day. My eyes are telling me you're in trouble. in trouble.
I think
you can't be hey, ref, I might run out of bounds. Just give me a second. I'm going to recover. I'm going to get back in the line. That's not how it works.
Hey,
and then did you...
The Cruz fight was stopped, I think. I mean, I at first, I kind of agreed with it just because I kind of watched it and I was seeing his hand wasn't up. I mean, he was just getting his head smashed in. And I think that if he would have let it go, there is the chance that he recovers from it. But there's also the chance that if the ref goes for another 3 seconds, that this guy has brain damage for the rest of his life.
For sure. Hey. You fighting, you getting brain damage.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, it's when people are, why does that work for football when they go well, they knew what they were signing up for? And you're yeah, no, I know. Did you think that this guy shot a half-court shot at a basketball game and won a fight against Francis Ngannou? That's not how it happened. You signed up and trained. My brother was trying to tell me, he's did you know Logan Paul was actually a really good high school wrestler? He would not be as bad as you think in the UFC. I went, what did you just say to me? Anyway, he was a high school wrestler. I went, he was
high school wrestler?
He goes, he won a state championship. I go, so not a national champion or a college national champion or an All-American or an Olympian? Because I don't know if you know this, Daniel Cormier is an Olympian, and I've seen him get his ass beat. I go, if there's levels to this shit, because he was dude, he'd basically be a black belt in wrestling, and I went,
a black belt in wrestling?
Brock Lesnar has lost fights. That's all I'm going to say. Brock Lesnar has lost fights.
I had to be, dude, I'm at my family's, and I'm not trying to be that guy, but I'm dude, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Was this tonight he said this?
The fight night.
Oh, I'm going. Damn.
I'm going, so drinking a little bit, you know what I mean? So I'm getting a little heated. But I'm dude, imagine a dojo. You pick Taekwondo, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, any, anything. Imagine a place like that. I go, imagine the baddest dude in the gym. That dude's fighting the baddest dude in that gym. And one of them are going to look like a pussy ass bitch. I go, yeah. Logan Paul ain't, I go, unless you're giving him CM Punk, I probably would take Logan Paul over CM Punk, and that's about it.
I hate, if that happened, I'd be so mad.
Let's be real.
I'd be so upset, dude.
CM Punk, Logan Paul. Who you taking? Be dead honest with yourself. Be dead honest with yourself right now.
I want to boycott the card. Is that an option?
I'm taking Logan Paul because I'm being honest and you asked me to be, but I want to take CM Punk because he's way cooler.
Evan's I will give you the answer you're looking for because you are making me, and there's a gun to my head, but I am not happy about it.
I want to break up. If you ask me to be honest about it, I want to break up, but I was going to stay together with you. So how about that?
Dude, he would win.
That's what's so hard.
Crazy.
He would throw him around. Oh, it would be so bad. Even if he had to.
He would take CM Punk to the suicide forest. He would. He would hang him up on the cage, put on his little fucking Toy Story hat.
CM Punk lost to a reporter. He lost to a reporter, bro. Well, that Mike Brown guy was like a journalist.
Michael Jackson?
Sure. What was his name?
Oh, no. Michael Jackson's the guy who fought Mickey Gall. Never mind.
I think it's the same guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, both those guys lost to Mickey Gall. That was the stipulation, and then they fought each other, and that guy...
Oh, I just Googled Michael Jackson. That's not helpful.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, he fought CM Punk.
Wait. Get as close as you just were into the laptop and tell me that you don't look like a guy who's trying to take my order at Burger King. Like, you're like, yeah, no. What did you say, though? Extra pickles? Yeah, got you. Yeah.
Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Would you like an apple? Or whatever that is.
Yeah, all I know is that what you have to do is just do Khabib versus Gaethje, and unfortunately, I don't think he would do it, but I think the fight that makes sense is you just got to then do Conor versus Tony. Because then at that point, think about this. Think about outcomes, okay? If Khabib wins and then Conor wins, you get Khabib-Conor. If Khabib wins and Tony wins, you still get Khabib-Tony. After all, it doesn't have as much shine, but it's still great. And then what happens with the losers? Then you're either getting Conor versus Gaethje, or you're getting, you know what I mean? Like, it's still going to be.
I don't want to see a Tony Gaethje remake. I don't want to see it. I don't care.
So you have a 25% chance, and that's all that's going to happen. But Conor said he's going to fucking bust him up, dude, and I think he would. I don't know that Gaethje is different, dude. That kid, no. Conor came at Gaethje.
I have this problem of like really getting like high off the last fight I saw and being like, he's a world beater, pound for pound greatest, because I saw it most recently.
He lost to Alvarez.
I can't think of anyone in the division who I pick over him right now.
Who, Justin?
Yeah.
I got Conor.
I think that
stylistically, that's all.
I think people are sleeping on, like, yeah, not only did he have fantastic shot selection, but his like distance management was so good. Like,
yeah,
he fought really defensively. Shot selection's great. Mixed it up. Controlled his power really well. Listen to his coach. I have a lot of faith in Trevor Whitman. And I forgot to say this before. We were talking about why Tony Ferguson looks slow. There's a lot of reasons it could be. One of them is that Gaethje kicked his leg until it started bleeding. Like, he was bleeding from the ankle. He was shooting blood like you shoot cum.
Yeah.
Low. With a hard flow.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. All I'm saying is Conor is a master at distance and precision. And I think if Gaethje gets in there looking to fucking throw those rockin' hooks, Conor's just gonna hit him twice with some fucking straight shots before he's even ready for it. I think if you're going to go with distance based, Conor has the advantage. I think if you're going to go footwork, I think Conor has the advantage. If you go leg kicks, I'll give you Justin Gaethje all day. If you go wrestling, I'll give you Justin Gaethje all day. How much is he going to implement of that? A ton of leg kicks, I'm sure. But for me, I think precision alone, pound for pound striker, I think Conor's the better striker.
I've been thinking about this since the fight happened, Conor's and the reason I'm thinking, I mean, Tony also had, and he's not as good a striker as Conor, but he had like a 7-inch reach.
Yeah, look at Tony's elbows; they stop at his waistband, dude. Like, his elbows were literally like next to his pants, and I'm like,
that's where mine are at too. I have really long arms for my height.
Yeah. I don't know. Mine are like tucked.
I'm like 5'11". I have the wingspan of somebody who's like 6'2", 6'3". So,
dude, I'm also short with a tall wingspan. That's great.
I have an average wingspan for my height, but my shoulders are ridiculous.
Yeah, I have baby shoulders.
You're a big man. You're a shitty bird, bro.
Dude, them shoulders though. Oh.
Yo, Geoff just starts flapping away with his shoulders. Talk about wingspan.
Just fucking killing it, dude.
I'll just finish the fucking thought. Conor, I think, has the best stylistic matchup against Poirier, except for maybe Khabib, depending on how that goes. Yeah, against Gaethje. But I think that Trevor Whitman gives Gaethje the edge. He's a good coach. He's a good game planner. And I don't know. I can just see Gaethje striking in combination and specifically setting up Conor to be open, baiting him to counterpunch and counterpunching the counterpuncher. That's how I see that fight going.
It's the speed of Conor.
It is a speed, but also let me hit you the devil's advocate there. Then, if you're gonna give a fighter the edge based on their coaching, has Conor not gone up against some pretty well coached guys? I don't know, a 10-year undefeated Jose Aldo Camp, I don't know, fucking Eddie Alvarez, Mark Henry. I mean,
they're
Mark
Henry. Good coaches, and I'm not saying that, but Trevor Whitman is the kind of coach who I think recognizes his fighters' weaknesses when coming up with a game plan. I think that you can't react to Conor's hand speed, but what you can do is if you can bait him to throwing a certain punch, then you don't even have to like deal with the hand speed because you're already throwing what you need to react with, and that's how I see that fight going.
I mean,
Conor's also known to take a fucking punch, dude. He might not have a Tony chin, but Conor's got a fucking chin on him. Like, you know what it is? It's that big dome, dude. He's got a big ass head, and he's eaten some monster shots before, and he's got, even when Khabib dropped him, the first thing Conor did was scoot right back up and hit him with a fucking knee to the head. I mean, Conor was right, and then put Khabib's back on the cage for a second. Like, even when Conor's been hurt, he hasn't even really been hurt. Like, he was only hurt ever against Nate Diaz in the first fight with a staph infection. That's the only time.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, I read today. Did you see
the
that
debate between those two? Yeah.
I'm
comment. Shut your eyelid.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Conor on Dana White's post. Conor put like a post like, "Oh, looking forward to the fights tonight," and Nate just put "shut your fucking mouth" or something.
Yeah, he said, "Shut your bitch ass up," and then Conor said, "Shut your eyelids" or some shit.
Shut your eyelid. He said, "Shut your eyelid" and sign the contract.
Yeah. I would like to see that. I want to see the trilogy fight. I think that's a big draw for UFC if they brought it to Fight Island. I think that's going to get a lot of tickets being sold. I mean, not tickets, but online.
I don't care who he fights. Yeah. Just fight.
Please
just fight.
I
don't care if you fight Jorge Masvidal. I don't care if you fight Justin Gaethje. And let's be real, I don't care if you fight Khabib. None of these are easy. None of them are easy.
Jorge's a tough fight for Conor.
For Conor, it's a super tough fight.
Maybe one of the toughest for him right now. I
think he has a better shot of beating Gaethje than Masvidal. But also, hypothetically, hold on, Gaethje Masvidal would be a banger too, dude.
That's a tough fight.
I think the skill of Masvidal takes it over.
No, that's hard to pick. That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight though.
I would give it to Masvidal on like weight cut alone. Like, I think that if it was like an even 170, like Justin went up for it, then I'd be like, okay, now it got interesting. Conor saying he's going to destroy the 170-pound division though does make me laugh. Where I'm like, you just stop it, Kamaru Usman.
You're allowed to ride Conor's dick as long as you don't just keep your eyes open while you do it. Like you can kiss him, but eyes open.
Yeah. I told you I flipped the switch down once he was fighting Floyd. I was like, listen, guys, heads up. All my fight knowledge is going out the window. I just have to be a fanboy and hope for the just greatness here. I'm just rooting for greatness here. And I had to throw away. But then as soon as it was over, I was like, I knew he wasn't gonna fucking win. Like, he's a professional boxer, dude.
It's like in the Office when Jan's coming with her baby and Michael talks to Holly and he's just like, I want you to know that my ex is coming. I'm going to be being like really mean to you. Don't worry about it. It's all an act. You're like, guys, I'm going to say some things I don't mean in the next couple of days, but
dude. Evan, you said we're at.
I think Conor could knock out God.
We're at an hour and 8 minutes.
Conor could knock out everybody.
He actually does have that capability. I mean, he might not, but he does have the possibility because he's so quick.
He also can get beat. He can get beat by people, and it's styles make matchups. I've always said I think Conor can beat Tony. I said that ahead of time, and I think we've proven that like an elite striker who doesn't get maybe I don't know what makes Barboza fall short in those moments because he was a great striker, but like he just doesn't. He falls short. But I think Conor can knock out anybody in the lightweight division.
I think it's body type at a certain point. We don't have to get into it. It's like kind of like I'm ready to wrap it up. But like Barboza is somebody who I think if he just gets hit different. The way is like he's a lanky dude with a big head. Yeah, he doesn't have the chin. Like
Cerrone knocked him out, or not knocked him out, but knocked him down with like a jab. Knocked him down with a jab.
And sometimes our like natural benefits can also be what holds us back. He's got these long legs. I'm sure that with his size and his frame, he's encouraged to close distance. But he closes distance. He's got a weak chin. Talking Barboza, you know what I mean? Like I think there's a lot of X factors when it comes to like you can learn the skills, but like did God make you for this? Like, did God put the right aliens in your body, or maybe you got some like gay karate aliens? Like,
as a man with shoulders, I can tell you right now, we've all seen Connor's shoulders, and he's got the frame as a fighter. You know, like God gave him those shoulders to knock people the fuck out.
like he's a holy warrior.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, could I knock out anybody I wanted to? I don't think so, but with the right amount of work and preparation,
with a big enough
frames
hammer,
here, dude. The frames here, dude. These shoulders are ready to go.
Oh, I think I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to go too, because the gas champ's got to go take care of some business.
Hey, all right, send me a bill, brother.
All right, boy.
Peace out. Yeah. Good shit, guys. All right.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, this little nigga bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even pass me that, I don't want none of it. These niggas mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that popping and shaking. Got me hot as a laser.
This has been a DropTent Media production.